Hello everyone. In this video I'm going to look at finding the inverse function of the function g of x is equal to x to the fifth minus 3 over 2. To solve a problem like this, I'll be following a certain sequence, and I'll try to point out where the steps are interchangeable. In other words, some of the steps that I use for this process can be done in different orders. So let me start. I'll first begin by writing this with a y. So remember, g of x is just the name of the function. It doesn't mean anything significant, at least in a general context. To find the inverse, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to substitute y. Makes the problem go a little smoother. So now instead of g of x, I have y. And next, I'm going to switch x and y. Again, because inverse functions, the domain and range switch, so that's why we switch x and y. Now this is an example of where you have something of an option. You can do this step last instead of the order that I'm doing it in, and you get the same answer. Either way, I switched x and y, and now my goal is to solve for y. To do that, I'll multiply both sides by 2 to get it out of the denominator spot. And now I'll have 2x is equal to y to the fifth minus 3. To continue to solve for y, I'll add 3 to both sides. And now I'll have 2x plus 3 equals y to the fifth. And finally, to solve for y, I need to eliminate my power of 5, which means I'll take the fifth root of each side. So now I have y is equal to the fifth root of 2x plus 3. Now, if you had not switched your x and y up to this point, now's the time, because you would have solved for x instead of y. Now is where you would switch x and y, and you end up with the same thing. Now finally, I want to write this in proper notation, so I'll make this into inverse g of x of the same fifth root of 2x plus 3. So again, the rules, especially switching x and y, are somewhat interchangeable. The basic idea is to solve for the other variable and then write in the proper notation.